go by the names of Prossy Umutoni, and I graduated in 2019, and I've been in Rwanda since then. So my education at UNL, so the first 2 years I did mostly agronomy-based learning, and then the last 2 years I was heavily into the lab work, so food science department area, which is what I'm doing here at RICA. And so I think that knowledge that I acquired from there is what is helping me to dive into my work here in the biology lab. Almost a year before my graduation, I didn't really know what my career looks like. I didn't know if I wanted to come back and work or continue my graduate school. So that was a bit scary. I was very scared because I didn't know what I was going to do. But towards the end, I did know more that I wanted to come back and work, especially in something related to food-wise, so that I can see what's in Rwanda, what's being done, to give me kind of a notion of what we have, so I can go back to graduate school. So the advice I would give to the CUSP scholars that recently graduated, who are coming back in Rwanda, find something that you love, that you're really passionate about, and don't be afraid to explore the different disciplines in agriculture if that's what you want. Seek advice from those people that are already working, so that you know if you love what you're going to go in. My work at RICA, my job title is teaching assistant / resident advisor. I mostly work in the biology lab. I also work in other sectors, like sometimes I jump on the tractor and I help out in the steering fields and stuff like that. So I'm like in the different areas, but my position is teaching assistant in the biology lab. So the stigmas around pursuing a career in agriculture, number one, that it's a career pursued by people who don't have an education. My personal experience in working in an agriculture sector is I think I've had this experience that has showed me that that is 100% wrong, what people actually infer about agriculture and working there and only being a last resort. Because it's actually beyond even the money and everything. It's actually fun and it's good. It's great to see first-hand experience the plant growing up, seeing the germination. That's very exciting. The other thing is that agriculture is not just agronomy. So it has different disciplines. So you could have studied physics, you could have studied biology and everything. And all that knowledge, you have a way that you could incorporate in agriculture and help out. And so these are the things that people mostly don't know about agriculture, that every discipline you could be in, you can find a way to incorporate it to add value to the agriculture chain. So the agriculture sector of today is very different from the agriculture sector of 10 years ago, even 5 years ago. The government in Rwanda has made it a point to involve most of the people, especially the youth, to see what's happening as opposed to people hearing it from others or just having this conception of what agriculture is generally. My biggest inspiration in the agriculture sector is that the farmers are now, I think, open to how they can maximize the opportunities from agriculture, get the profits out of it through cooperatives and everything. So I think like they're now getting their money's worth out of their sweat equity. The youth and other people in the different professionals should have like a notion about what agriculture is. I think it will be a very good thing because number one, agriculture, I think beyond other professionals, it's always good to know that you're not worrying about food, you're not going to bed hungry. Because then if you don't have that problem, it means you can pursue other things positively and nicely, and you're energetic. So I think that's the number one, reason why I would say people should also be involved in agriculture. My advice to the CUSP scholars who are second-guessing whether they should pursue a career in agriculture is, I already know that you guys already have a notion on what agriculture is, because you've had 4 years, of course, of learning. Also the impact that you could have if you pursue a career in agriculture, you're going to also be one of the people that is going to help out in minimizing the food security that we're facing in Rwanda, Africa, and other parts of the world.